Amar'e's another one. But when you make that decision to go try to block Shaq dunk, bro, like it's not like, oh, I got dunked on. That man might break your finger. He might break your hand.
Griffin coming into the league. Blake Griffin. Remember that?
What about Amar'e Stoudemire?
Amar'e and Blake are pretty much the same players to me.
Yeah, but I don't put them. But see, I don't put them on that level of
Dominica and Shaq. No.
Like not as far like, and they, you know, like we can name a bunch of guys, but bro, you ain't like you ain't really gonna make that decision to go block like dude.
They keep yelling, Shawn Kemp. Let's give Shawn Kemp an honorary.
For sure. Like I said, he's another one. I mean, I feel like, so when I say, you said like ferocious, he was ferocious.
I said ferocious.
He bodied people. But like when I say, I'm thinking, you said the word ferocious. So I'm like, Shaq dunking the ball, tearing the rim, and it sounded different. Kemp was dunking on people like, Barr. You know, he was over.
I got a good one for you. What do you think?
Darryl Dawkins is another one, by the way.
Who?
Darryl Dawkins is another one.
Darryl Dawkins is nasty.
Yeah.
Who do you think? What do you think? What do you envision, without disrespect or nothing like that, Zion's career going in the next 10 years? Like, do you think he's the real deal Hall of Famer, lifetime, one of the greatest?
Like, we can look at the first year and you know, we can say, I mean, there's a lot of people, players, you know, you can say that after the first year is like, oh, they're destined to greatness, and you just never know. But I will say this. If he continues to mold his body, first off, he has an opportunity to be damn good. And, you know, he's going to have to continue to, I mean, he has to continue to learn the game. You know, you could see the growth in his jump shot after his first year from college. Like, if I'm guarding, I'm not giving you the shot. I mean, I'm giving you the shot, point blank. I'm not letting you drive. I want you to shoot. But as he develops the confidence to continue to knock that shot down, he becomes a better player. You know, he has the ability to get to the rim. He's one of the most athletic players, you know, who come out of the draft right now, and he will be one of the most athletic players.
Vince,
but let's just see. We got to see.
I believe the hype. I believe the hype. And this guy, Zion, he a freak of nature, and people just bounce off of him.
Mm-hmm.
He is he is like, I just said the Grizelda guys, the rappers, it was like if Wu-Tang and the Locks had babies, right? You know, and to me, Zion is like if Shawn Kemp and Shaq had a baby or some shit like that. Like he got that effect like Shaq did, even though he's a baby, he's a kid.
Right.
NBA players are bouncing off of him like nothing.
Right.
And he looking with bad intentions. Like the minute he grabbed him, you know he's going.
Yeah.
I believe that.
You know that. So you make, like, he's another guy, you make that decision. I mean, he got the mentality, he can dunk on you. Like, I mean, I want to see after, you know, his first year, he didn't play that many games. So it's like, I want to see over a course of 82 games how it plays out. You know what I'm saying? And then we can kind of, you know, go from there. Like,
he's gonna hurt them. He's gonna hurt them, Vince. If
he got to stay.
Because
let's keep it up. Let's keep it up 100. He's carrying a lot of weight.
No, he got to lose weight.
He's carrying a lot of weight.
He got to lose about 15 pounds.
Somebody said that's Zebo and Bron, bro. That's not right. Nah, bro. Larry Johnson maybe, but like carrying a lot of weight.
He got to lose weight.
He got to lose weight because he's carrying a load of a go-to guy, and he, like I said, he's bouncing off of people, but that's going to be the thing. You gonna have to keep bumping him. He can't, you know, he can't dunk it all the time if he's tired. You see what I'm saying? Because you keep carrying a lot of weight. Now, to his credit, for what he's carrying, that dude be flying. That's you know, that dude be flying.
Let me take it back, you know, back to the streets. You came out to Harlem, you played at the Rucker. Who brought you to the Rucker? Did you just always wanted to play at the Rucker?
Of course I always wanted to play. Who brought me there? Man, who? Oh my God! And I'm looking right up. But look, I'm gonna tell you who mentioned it to me. Charlie Baltimore is the one that was like, "Yo, we going up to the Rucker tonight," because we did a photo shoot back then. That was my rookie year, and she was like, "Yo, you know what's up?" And then I'm getting in touch. I got in touch with some people, and you know, it rained that day, so we played at the Gaucho.
I went in the Gauchos.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
do you remember the guy you went head up against?
Yeah.
His name A Butter.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you pretty much made his career, because the thing about,
bro, he did not miss.
Go ahead. What?
He didn't miss.
He didn't. They ask me all the time, Joe, you at the Rucker, you in the streets, who would you say should have went to the league? And I always say A Butter, because anybody I brought, if I brought AI to the game, if I brought anybody after the game, they would be like, "Yo, who's that guy? Like, he should be in the league."
He was fearless.
Right?
He was fearless.
He was fearless. And, you know, to this day, when he walks down the block, he's the guy who went head to head with Vince Carter.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was that like? And, you know, he was a kid.
It was crazy. So I got there a little late, and the game was going on, and checked in the game, dude. And I got the first time, I was like, bro, let me assess the situation out here. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't just walk up on somebody and just start playing up close before you be like, all right, you know, I ain't trying to get embarrassed on the first play. So let's see what's going on. And he hit the J. I was like, all right, cool. Let me go down here. And it was just back and forth. And, you know, once he got rolling, I was like, all right, now let me get rolling. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing catch up. And, like, you know, the one thing I love about it, about the Rucker, and like I said, every night in the league, bro, you might get done in. Like, it is what it is. And, you know, I'm okay. Like I said, I'm okay with it. But I'll tell you what, man. Later on, I was like, man, I don't know Buddy like that, but Buddy can put that ball in the bucket straight. Yeah, like.
He's
and
you know, he's a legend.
I say, especially at that time, I say, even if people didn't feel at the time street ballers deserve an opportunity, he deserved an opportunity. Whether he made it or not, you know what I'm saying? It's just, and maybe I don't know what happened.
I got him in college. I got him. I
remember that
for Buddy held in Fordham University. But you know, hey, buddy, you like everybody else. You know, he had the hood all in his ear. You know, he was an NBA player without playing in the NBA. So when he walked the streets of Harlem, you know, the girls thought he was handsome. It was just so much distraction. And he's Cameron's cousin. So, so he got all that. He running with Dipset. You know.
Chill, right.
But he's still my brother, man. And he's somebody who definitely should have made it to the league, man.
I agree with you. He deserved a shot, man. Because that, you know, when you talk about in the time, like I think of Houston when they had Steve Francis and Catino Mobley, you know, and they were called the ISO boys. I'm talking about isolation and just and you know, Moochie Norris, that group. You know what I'm saying? He was that type of player. He could put the ball in the basket and get to the cup or whatever. You know, offensively. You know, I don't defense whatever, but offensively, you know, that's what it was. He can keep up. He can score with the best of them. So, you know, I think he definitely deserves a shot.
Let me ask you something. In the league, was there ever a team that you said, yo, you know what? If I went in that team, I could win some championships with this team right here. Like Mark Jackson was on here, he said that when he left the Knicks, he was watching Indiana play and Reggie Miller, and they lost to the Bulls. And he was like, if I was on that team, we would win a chip. And then he got traded to Indiana, and they went to the finals. Mm-hmm. Was there ever a team that you was watching, you was like, man, I wish I could go on that team. We would win some chips?
I mean, so in the early years, you got to think Spurs, then it was the Lakers, you know, who were doing it. I got to the Nets, who went back-to-back years, and you know, I got there the next year. But yeah, I mean, there was like, especially in the beginning, it's like, ooh, we. But let me say this: it's a different time. I mean, you look at teams now; there's so many opportunities. Back then, you know, I think Matt was on. Matt, you on here? You would agree with me. It's like back then, there's teams that you want. You say, if I go there, you know, we can win. But at the same time, you want to accomplish that yourself on your own team. Mac went to Orlando to accomplish that feat. He wanted to become a champion. It was his team in Orlando. I wanted to accomplish that in Toronto, and then obviously we move on New Jersey and so on and so forth. So it was hard to really put yourself on another team like, ooh, I want to go in, you know what I'm saying, play there, because that's not what it was like. That wasn't the mentality back then.
Yeah, New Jersey Nets, you went with J Kidd and
Richard Jefferson.
Yeah, Richard Jefferson, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? Richard Jefferson, a good guy. What was that like leaving Toronto, going to New Jersey? Was it like, I'm in New York, I'm in New Jersey? What was that like?
It was crazy, man. You know, obviously with all that went down, and when the trade actually happened, I was still injured. I had an Achilles issue, so I got to Jersey, and they were playing. After the trade, the first game was against Toronto. In Toronto, I didn't play. I didn't play that game because I was still hurt. So I was out for 5 games before I actually played. And I remember my first practice back. J Kidd was like, "So don't, you know, I'm gonna test the waters and see, you know, how high you jump." I said, "All right, cool." First practice, he throws a lob, top of the square, you know, out there, whatever. First game, he throws one that floats up to the, you know, top of the backboard, and I'm trying to go get it. And he was like, "Okay, I see Kerry Kittles, you know, I see people. Kerry Kittles wasn't on that team." He's like, "Okay, I see you trying to."
Kerry Kittles was a good.
I see people say name Kerry. See Kerry Kittles, Kenyon Lucius.
Did you play with
they all left. They were all gone when I got there. So it was like J Kidd, Jock Vaughn was there, Jason Collins. That squad. So
keep Van Horn on your team.
He was already gone. No, he was.
I like that guy. I used to like this game.
Yeah, but J Kidd was like, "Bro, we gonna see what's good." So he was just throwing me lobs everywhere. Right? It was like whatever. And I was trying to get it. So I mean, let me tell you, bro. The one thing about playing with, he's a Hall of Fame point guard, bro. He could see the game develop before you, the player, saw it. So he made the game. Just imagine, bro, like if you playing in the game right now and you feel like, okay, I don't fit in, but you got somebody that can throw you the ball in position where all you gotta do is catch and score. Bro, it doesn't get any better.
No. He was smart. His IQ was out of this world. You know, J Kidd, that's why they still got him coaching and all that. Like, how about you?
Unbelievable mind. Unbelievable mind.
Are you thinking about coaching or commentating, or what do you think?
I definitely want to do the broadcasting. Coaching right now, yeah. T-Mac said Van Horn.
So you want to do the commentating?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely, that's the plan for now. And then maybe a couple years down the road, maybe something comes up and me and T-Mac might end up coaching the team together. Imagine that.
T-Mac.
Hey, first of all,
my guy,
Matt couldn't be nobody coach, bro.
Let me tell you something.
We get fired.
T-Mac, my guy, he put me on to get money and everything. He hit me up and be like, "Yo, Joe, I know this lick." I'm like, "All right, T-Mac, let me know. Open the gates."
Right.
T-Mac, my brother. Listen, bro, I want to thank you. I want you to know that we know, the people know, you're one of the greatest of all time.
Appreciate it.
Probably the greatest dunker of all time. We appreciate you for 23 years, 22?
22, yeah.
22 years of service, man.
Yeah, bro. It ain't happening.
Huh?
Are we trying to give me another year? It ain't happening.
Nah. I mean, 23 and fall on that Jordan, that MJ.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I don't know.
Nah.
Season was cut short. Maybe your knees feel better.
I feel great.
I don't know. I mean, I'll take the check, you know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I want to salute you, tell you we love you, man. We appreciate you. Everything you done for us, man. You helped us get past good times, bad times. And we love you, my brother, for everything you done for the people, the culture.
Appreciate you, bro.
I can leave you with this story that we seen today. Everybody been talking about Amar'e, the kid from Atlanta who got shot while he was jogging. Do you want to leave us with any words, you know, of encouragement or
man, you know, this is a scary day and time, and you know, we as people, we want to move about on how we want to move, but you know, at some point, you know, we got to, you know, hold people accountable for their actions, and I hope, you know, we find justice for him as well as all of the others who were slain and murdered senselessly. You know, because like I say, if we don't stop it now, it ain't gonna happen, and we always gonna fall short. And we can always sit here and say what ifs and how can we, but we just gotta keep banding together and finding a way. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it feel like we talk and nobody listening, but if we stop talking, they damn sure ain't gonna listen, and nothing will never happen. You know what I'm saying? So I just say to all the people who are here and everybody else, man, like we just got to keep spreading the word and keep making sure like we get justice, man. We do things the right way, and sometimes like what is the right way? I know we sit there and say what is the right way, but something got to be done, and our voice got to continue to be heard, man. That's it. We just got to keep.
The right way is what we see in the social media today and in the news. The right way is the people protesting in front of these murderers' houses, and just bring awareness. And if we're gonna vote Joe Biden in, I'm not so mad at Diddy. I'm going Joe Biden because I definitely don't want no Trump, right? But you know, the black vote can't be free. The Latino vote can't be free. So we got to know what kind of agenda. What is he gonna do? I know they got to deal with Corona. They got to deal with foreign affairs. They got to deal with the economy. But locally, something has to be done where how these police officers, what they're doing to our people out there. And I got a lot of friends that are police officers that I love, that are honest people. But yes, you're right too. I seen somebody say vote, vote, vote. The truth is, guys, I don't care who you like. You don't want to see 4 more years. So you better go in there in that booth and you better go vote. Vote like it's no tomorrow.
Joe, we can't say, this is one thing we can't say, my vote don't matter. Because
my vote matter.
No, I'm saying we can't say that. Like, no, we can't say that because with a collective group saying my vote don't matter. I'm just one of whatever. But just imagine how many people out there saying that, and it got to be done. You know, one thing Matt Barnes did say, I saw him say, like, you know, outside of us speaking out and doing internally, the police got to hold, you know, their partners and their, you know, these guys accountable for their actions too. And I know it's a reach, but at the same time, bro, like we can't not talk about it, and we can't not press on. We got to keep pressing the button, just like what we do. Like when, you know, like hustlers, like we hustling, like we got to keep hustling, bro. We got to keep saying, but this needs to be done until our voices are heard. And we know it. We don't get a fair game. We ain't playing a fair game. We ain't playing on the same playing field. I know that. We know that. But if we stop talking, if we stop like making each other aware, it ain't gonna matter, man. Like, so we gotta just keep pushing, bro. I'm with it.
See, my thing is, some people say, yo, I don't like Joe Biden, or I don't like this, I don't like. So they talk about the Corona. It was the 5G. Yo, it was man-made. Yo, bro, what I know is you got to stay in the house or your ass getting Corona. That I don't care who did it. I don't, you know. So if it's fuck Biden, then what you say, vote for Trump or don't vote and let Trump win, and then we get mad that we ain't go vote.
Yeah.
So my thing is, people, you got to get out there. You got to vote. You got to first. You got to register to vote.
So,
then you got to vote.
Yeah.
And
hey, real quick before you say it, we can't be mad with the results if we ain't vote. You the person, if you ain't vote, you can't be mad with the results.
Yeah, you can't be mad. I mean, I know when Obama went, man, I was on the line for like 4 hours in the sun, 90 degrees in Miami. Like, yo, and we got to have that same type of energy. Yeah. Because if not, these type of things is going to keep happening to us. Yeah. And
happening to all.
The result of it. You know, I believe if Biden or Obama was in office, we would have prepared better for this pandemic. We had 2 months to prepare for this pandemic.
Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah.
Jump start. They ain't take it serious. They was worried about the stock market.
Yeah.
And now, if you're telling people we don't have the vaccine yet, people still dying, but everybody's saying they gotta work. So they said, go work. Well, just know whoever gonna die, gonna die. And most likely it's Black and Latinos because we got diabetes, asthma, so forth and so forth. So just know, them telling us go outside mean
Right, T-Mac.
press your luck.
Yeah.
What T-Mac said.
He said, shoot, he said Kobe will still be here too.
Kobe still be here too.
What's Matt crazy?
God bless Kobe.
Yeah,
Yo,
man.
my brother, I love you, Vince, man. Thank you for coming on here,
Hey,
man.
I want to say one more thing, man. Like, hey, I gotta say God bless my man Kobe, bro, because you know it's we didn't talk much about it. Obviously, you know, we compare him to MJ all the time. It's great to see. It was great to see the fierce competitor that he is. Well, that he was. That he's shown. And for the people that hated him for so much because of his competitiveness, to see once his last game was over, how many people loved him, man. And
No, I hated Kobe Bryant.
right. And see
bro,
how many
when he died, a piece of me died. Like Michael Jackson. Like I was like, you know, I might have posted Kobe about 20 times that day. People must have thought, yo, Joe clout chasing or something. Like, yo, I could not believe Kobe Bryant died.
So how about this? Check this out. That was my birthday. My birthday. We had a game that night, and you know, walking into the arena, we getting ready for our for the game, and we having our team meetings, and you know, my phone blowing up, popping up. You know, either it's happy birthday or bro, did you hear about Kobe? You hear about Kobe? Like, what about him? What about him? I had just talked to Buddy 2.5 weeks ago, and we had a conversation about like, you know, how happy he was in retirement and how great his life was, and he was just the happiest he's ever been. And for me, that was great to hear because he was you know, like I said, a fierce competitor, and you know, to see him so happy, he's like, bro, I'm so happy, man. My life is good right now. He's like, retirement's gonna be able to articulate the word retirement, because I never said it until that conversation. He was like, bro, we're gonna get back on the phone, we're gonna have a conversation, I'm gonna tell you how I handle it, you're gonna be fine, life's gonna be great. And then on my birthday, you know, receiving that message, man, it was kind of one of the craziest moments ever. And that'll stick with me forever, because like I said, you know, I couldn't celebrate or appreciate my birthday. And for the next couple of years, you know, it's his day more so than mine. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to just say that, you know, we love him, man. And it was crazy. It was crazy.
My phone went over. You know, they know how much I love the game, so my phone went off.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, yo, Kobe died, but Kobe died, but Kobe died, but Kobe. I was like, oh my God, this shit cannot be true. Then I said, it's true. And once I saw that it was true, I was like, oh my God. Like, I couldn't believe that shit, man. It was like, it was horrible. Like I said, it was like Michael Jackson. When Michael Jackson passed away, I heard it on the radio. I had to pull my car over.
How about this? I got traded to Orlando that same day. It's crazy. Like two of the most significant people, like in our time, you know, in their obviously in the respective business. You know, I was traded to Orlando. I'm getting a chance to play at home for the first time. We excited. Hour later, we hear MJ pass. Like, what? Like, how crazy is that, bro? So it's like it's been crazy, man. Some people like,
yeah, man. It's
so 2020 has been
oof.
been crazy.
This coronavirus, man, is killing all our people. You know, I'm from New York, and it's just every day I hear somebody new that died, somebody new died, somebody new. I done heard about 30, 40 people that died in the last 2 months. And the shit crazy, man. The shit crazy, but people gotta really know, be safe, social distance, man. Stay home, man, because you put your family.
Stay home, please, man. Like, and if you got to be out, like I was told by the doctor I spoke to, she said, you know, the one thing passed the word on, if you're going to be out, don't gather, keep moving. You know what I'm saying? She said the worst thing that we can do is gather. You know what I'm saying? Don't stay still, keep moving. So I just say, man, if y'all can't stay home, you know, you got to be out, keep moving. Don't gather and sit around. Like that's the worst thing can happen.
All right, my brother Vince Sanity. Thank
It's
you
a
so
pleasure,
much.
man.
We love you, man.
Man. We'll be
Vince
in touch.
Carter, bro.
Yes.
Vince Carter, boy. Eric B, what's up? Love you, Eric. Vince Carter. I just wanted to give him his roses. Not that he needed it, because he's rich as hell anyway. But you know, he's somebody that I love on the court. He gave us 22 years. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think he's coming back. By my conversation with him right now, I'm not sure he's ready to leave the game. I'm not sure he's ready to leave the game. And I'm not going to lie to you. If he could further the legacy and the longevity, and they're going to pay him that $2-3 million, I don't care. He could come back. Everybody put God first. Tomorrow night, Thursday, Throwback Thursday, we got your man Teddy Riley and Breon coming on Thursday. It's going to be a big, 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 big show. Peace, y'all. God bless.